Hello everyone, and welcome to Babylon Leather's official channel. Today, we'll be crafting a leather Walker satchel. Here is the display of the finished result. To handle materials: 2 patch materials, 1 zipper, 1 inner pocket material, 2 side materials, 2 long strip materials, 1 bottom material, 2 body materials. Take the side materials, measure 4 times the length of the thread, and then cut it. Each time, you can measure a bit more thread to ensure that there is more than enough available. First, unroll a spool of thread, take out 2 needles, and set aside the other needles for later use. Start threading the needle by first passing the thread through the needle's eye. Then, insert the needle tip through the middle of the thread. Pull tight, this means the needle is threaded correctly. Use the same method to thread the needle on the other side. Distinguish the front and back of the leather pieces by looking at the holes: larger holes for the front, smaller holes for the back. Position the material with the front side facing up, and sew the straight line through this row of holes. Start sewing from the first hole, guiding the needle from bottom to top. Then, let the second needle pass through the second hole. Pull both threads to ensure they remain the same length. Next, have the first needle go through the second hole, then tighten the thread. Be careful not to catch the thread. Tighten the thread, and now we have successfully started sewing. Then, use the double needle method to sew this material normally forward. The separate stitching is decorative, enhancing the beauty of the finished bag. After each stitch, tighten the thread while maintaining a consistent stitching direction. Be careful not to catch the thread. Don't skip any holes. Make sure to pull the thread vertically to avoid damaging the leather material. Make sure to pay attention to these details during each sewing step. No more hints will be provided later. After sewing, secure the thread. Begin by sewing 1 additional stitch backward to reinforce. Then, pull the thread to the back. Leave a 3mm thread tail, cut it, and use a lighter to burn the end to secure the thread. Slow down to avoid blackening the thread end or burning the leather. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Take the two patch materials with the front side facing up. Begin sewing the following holes. Measure the thread to be 4 times the length of the sewn part, then thread the needles. Position the material with the front side facing up, start from the first hole, and then use the double needle method to sew the holes demonstrated earlier. After sewing, also secure the thread to the back side. Leave a 3mm thread tail, cut it, and use a lighter to burn the end to secure the thread. Slow down to avoid blackening the thread end or burning the leather. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Take to body materials and to handle materials. Measure 7.5 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Take the handle material, start from this hole, and be careful not to sew incorrectly. Then sew the handle material upward individually. The thread will be long here, so be careful not to poke yourself or others nearby. Make sure to pull the thread vertically, otherwise, it may damage the leather. Sew normally forward until you stop at the hole that corresponds to the other end. When sewing the corresponding hole, insert the needle from the bottom to the top. When inserting the top needle down, sew through the corresponding hole of the body material. Both materials should have the front sides facing up. Then sew normally forward to finish this hole and stop. After finishing this hole, take the top needle and sew these 3 holes individually. After sewing, backstitch to connect all the threads. Then take the bottom needle to backstitch 1 stitch for reinforcement. Be careful when inserting the needle from the bottom. It should come out from the gap between the 2 materials. Then sew the handle material separately, stopping at the hole that corresponds to the starting point. Then smooth out the handle, aligning the other half according to the holes, and sew it in the same way. Sew the last 3 holes normally, and after connecting all stitches, secure the thread to the back. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Position the body material with the back side facing up and the patch material with the front side facing up, aligning at the middle hole. Measure 4 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Start from the first hole and sew the first 10 holes separately. Now the first 10 holes have been sewn. When sewing the 11th hole, also sew through the first hole of the patch material. Note that the two materials are aligned back to back. Then sew normally forward. Align the holes first, then use clips to secure them for better sewing. When sewing the holes next to the handle, make sure to flip the handle up to avoid poking yourself in the leather. After sewing, secure the thread to the back. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Take the inner pocket material, which is the same on both sides, and position either side facing up. This is the inside. This is the outside. Take the zipper material. The side with the zipper is the front side. Both materials should be facing up. Place the zipper in the center of the inner pocket. Ensure the fourth hole of the inner pocket aligns with the first hole of the zipper. The last few holes should be the same. Tear off the double-sided tape, align it with the holes, and stick it well, making sure it's smooth. After sticking, test the zipper pull to ensure it doesn't hit the edges. Make sure this is done properly before starting to sew. Measure 4 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. First, sew the upper layer of the inner pocket material and the zipper material together. Start by sewing the first 3 holes of the inner pocket material separately. When sewing the 4th hole, also sew through the first hole of the zipper. Then sew normally forward to finish this row of holes. On the zipper material, there are no holes on the back. Just align with the holes of the inner pocket and sew through the fabric of the zipper. The last 3 holes should also be sewn through the inner pocket material separately, and after sewing, secure the thread to the back. Align the holes first, then use clips to secure them for better sewing. Take a look at the result after sewing. Then flip the inner pocket like this. Then align the holes using the same method and stick them down. Next, use clips to secure it. Sew it together using the same method. Check the result after sewing. Take the two side materials facing up. Measure 4 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Bend it like this with the back facing up. Start sewing. The first needle goes from bottom to top through the left side's first hole. The second needle goes from bottom to top through the right side's first hole. Pull both threads to keep them the same length. Then take the needles on both sides and pass them through the corresponding parallel holes. Pull both threads again. Then pass the needles again through the corresponding parallel holes to reinforce. Then take the left needle and pass it through the right side's second hole. Then take the right needle and pass it through the left side's second hole. Then flip to the front and pass both needles through the corresponding parallel holes to create a straight seam. This is the cross-stitching method. Use this technique to finish this row of holes and secure the threads to the back afterward. Look at the result. The back threads are crossed, and the front threads are parallel. After sewing, secure the threads to the back. Check the result after sewing. Measure 4 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Align the holes like this, ensuring the front sides are touching, and start sewing this row of holes. Start from the first hole, sew through this row of holes, and secure the thread to either side afterward. Sew normally forward to this position, making sure to pull the thread tight. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Then take the inner pocket material and the side material, placing them both with the back sides facing up, like this. Align these two rows of holes with the inner pocket holes, combining them like this. The other side is the same. Preview the result after sewing. Start by sewing one side. Measure 5 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Start sewing from the left side material's first hole, inserting from top to bottom. Then pass from bottom to top through the inner pocket's first hole. Next, pass through the first hole of the other row of the side material. Then bend it like this, align the holes, and use clips to secure it. Then pull both threads. Now the holes of both materials are aligned, sew normally forward. You can pass one material at a time. This makes it easier. After sewing, wrap the thread like this once. Then secure the thread to either side. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. First, locate the holes in this position. The two positions are not on the same side. Then take the two ear materials into D-ring hardware and assemble them like this. Make sure the inner sides of the ear materials are touching with the semicircle of the hardware exposed. Align the holes to the side material, ensuring the semicircle of the hardware faces the zipper. Don't get the direction wrong. Measure 3 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Start sewing from any hole and complete the entire row of holes. Finally, secure the thread to the back. Check the result after sewing both sides. Then take the 2 body materials and 1 bottom material. Align the holes like this, making sure the bottom material is on top, all facing up. Start by sewing one side. Measure 4 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Start sewing from the first hole, sewing normally forward to complete this row, ensuring the bottom material is on top. After finishing this row of holes, secure the thread inside. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Then take the bottom studs and a screwdriver. Insert the screws from the inside out, placing the bottom studs on the outside. Then tighten all 4 screws. Make sure to tighten them well, or they may loosen during use. Take the 2 long strip materials, measure 8 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. With the front side facing up. Start sewing from the 6th hole and sew this material upward individually, stopping after completing the 6th to last hole. Now the 6th to last hole has been sewn. Then take the body materials, both facing up, and align them by holes. Take the bottom needle and pass it from top to bottom through the corresponding hole of the body material. Then sew normally forward to join the 2 materials together. When sewing to the 6th hole of the other row, pass the needle from bottom to top as usual. When passing from top to bottom, come out from the seam of the 2 materials. Then sew the long strip material separately. After finishing the 6th to last hole, stop and take the other body material. Then pass the long strip through this large hole like this, making sure to pass the thread as well. Then take the side material, unfold it like this, with the front side facing up. Pass the long strip from bottom to top through the large hole. Then pass from top to bottom through another large hole. Check the order and make sure not to thread it incorrectly. Then bend the body material like this. Then place the inner pocket material between the 2 layers of the body. My long strip material fell out, let me put it back in. Then pass from bottom to top through this large hole. Check the result after assembling. The shape of the body is now formed. The other long strip will be installed using the same method shortly. Flip the body over, take the bottom needle, and pass it through the corresponding hole. Then use the same method to finish sewing. Finally secure the thread inside. Take a look at the result after sewing. Use the same method to sew the other one. Check the result after both are sewn. Measure 4 times the length of the thread, then thread the needles normally. Start from the first hole, then wrap the thread once. Then sew normally forward, making sure to adjust the edges of the two materials as needed. Be careful when sewing to this position, the holes may be slightly skewed, so make sure to align them and not miss any. Continuously adjust the hole positions, this will make it easier to sew. After finishing the 11th hole on the bottom, you've completed half of it. If the holes don't align, you've sewn incorrectly and will need to undo the stitches and resew, so ensure the holes are aligned before sewing. This is correct. Continue sewing forward. Be careful not to miss any holes in this position as well. After sewing, use the same method to wrap the thread once. Finally, secure the thread to the side. Use the same method to sew the other one. The bag is finished. Thank you for choosing Babylon Leather. Wishing you the acquisition of valuable skills during your time here. If you've enjoyed our video, don't forget to like, comment, and share. For more information about this Babylon Leather DIY kit, check out the link and details in the description. Thanks for watching.